All right, so welcome back to the fourth lesson. In this lesson, we're going to talk about the concept of precedence in MATLAB. Now, the precedence means in the order by which a certain equation is solved. For example, if the equation has parentheses, they are at the highest order to be solved. Then, if we have exponents, they're at the second order to be solved. If you have multiplication and division, then going from left to right in an equation, whichever comes first, that has to be solved first. Then addition and subtraction. So that's the order of precedence. Now, interesting thing will be to look whether MATLAB actually follows this precedence or not. So let's see. Now, this is an equation. If I ask you what would be the answer to this equation, 1 or 9? Well, a large number of students I have tested in my classroom as well. They have said that the answer to this equation is 1. The reason being that if you add up 2 plus 1, it's 3. Then you multiply 3 with 2, you get 6. And then you divide 6 by 6 and you get 1. However, that is not the case because the true answer is 9. The reason being that because you're going from left to right, once you solve the parentheses, the summation within the parentheses, as we discussed earlier, the precedence of this equation, the parentheses has to be solved first. So you get 3. 3 multiplies with 2, you get 6, right? But that is not the case. The real precedence rule says that after you have summed up 2 plus 1, you'll first divide 6 by 2 while going from left to right. So you get 3 after you divide, and you multiply 3 with 3 to get the answer 9. Now let's see whether MATLAB follows this precedence or not. So the equation says that 6 divided by 2 multiplied by 2 plus 1. Now remember, if you remove this asterisk from in between, MATLAB does not know what it has to do with these two things. It needs the mathematical operator in order to understand how is it going to solve this equation. So once you write this, you press enter, you get the answer 9. And as we discussed earlier, the first thing that is happening is it's solving these parentheses, which is 2 plus 1, you get 3. And then you divide 6 by 2 first, and then that 3 is multiplied by that answer. So 3 into the answer, you get 9. Right? So this means that MATLAB does follow the precedence rule. So you've gone through the basic arithmetics, and the next lesson is going to be about creating vectors and matrices.